Hey everybody, welcome back to the Huddle, the Alliance Review's weekly high school football show. I'm Executive Editor Rob Toder, joined as always by Sports Editor Mike Brown, the guru of high school football in Stark County. And Mike, what we're going to do this week is look at, we're halfway through the football season, hard to believe. We've gone through 5 weeks already. But what we're going to do today is take a look back at the first half of the season and look at some of the surprises, both good and maybe not so good so far. And I guess if we're going to start with the good, we got to start with the Marlington Dukes.
Yeah, right. And in my opinion, no surprise there. I mean, I thought before the season they were the best team in the NBC. I truly believe that now, that they're just going to steamroll, probably to a 10-0 record. And they've got the whole package. Like I said before, it sounds like a broken record, but they've got the good defense going. They got, you know, your Division I talent, DeMonte Thomas, great on both sides of the ball, and they've got an air game that's getting better every week. So I think they've got all the elements you need.
Yeah, DeMonte Thomas clearly the best player in our circulation area this year. And I think a lot of people are so wowed by what he does when he carries the football that they kind of get lost seeing what he does on the defensive side. But as you said, the Dukes do a great job of moving him around.
Yeah, that's Ed Miley. Ed Miley's a defensive genius. You look at the great defenses he had when he was at Louisville. Now he's brought that to Marlington. You know, he takes DeMonte Thomas, moves him all around, and just creates nightmares for the opposing offense.
A couple teams that are probably, if they went out, will make the playoffs without too much problem. And the one thing they have in common, they both lost to Marlington, and that's St. Thomas. They're 4-1. They're back on the winning trail. And Louisville's 3-2, but they've looked really good, even in defeat against Hoover and Marlington.
Right. I think St. Tom, you know, playoff tested, coming back. They won a playoff game against Woodsfield Monroe Central down there last year. Got a lot of the key components back. Got a younger quarterback, Anthony Meglin, who's taken over for his brother and has done a really nice job. He had 5 touchdown passes going into last week's game, so he's done a really good job taking over for his brother there.
Yeah, another quarterback that's had a good start to the season is Joey Duckworth of Louisville.
Yeah, and that was a good win for Louisville last week, a big rivalry game with Minerva. They spot Minerva the first touchdown, and then they roar back and score 5 touchdowns on their own and roll that NBC win. So the Louisville Leopards, I think, are for real again, and they've got the defense going this year. Last year they were having some problems on defense in the second half of the year. This year they're playing the good sound defense. They always have the good air game on offense. So I think Louisville's got a good shot to be a playoff team this year as well.
Yeah, you think we know Marlington, if they probably can go 8-2 at this point, maybe 9-1, and they'll make the playoffs. What do you think about St. Thomas and Louisville's playoff chances?
I think they're very good. I think both those two have a chance to win out. So, you know, if Louisville goes 8-2, they're definitely in the playoffs. And if St. Tom goes 9-1, they're going to be in again too. In fact, St. Tom will finish pretty high in the rankings, so they would possibly have a first-round home matchup. But again, that's 5 weeks down the road, but it looks pretty good for the Knights.
Yeah, how important are those first-round home games, you think?
I think it helps a lot, because sometimes, especially for teams that haven't been to playoffs before, it's better to have those playoff jitters at home where there's kind of a comfort level, and I think that really helps, Rob.
Yeah. Well, that's some of the teams and players we think have had a good first half of the season. We'll come back later in the week and look ahead to Week 6, which promises to be very entertaining. And remember, you can play Pigskin Picks at the Alliance Review. You pick up Monday's paper, and you can win great prizes each and every week by predicting the outcome of football games around the area. And so hopefully we'll see you at a stadium this weekend.